Good morning, everybody. Dan Clark with TCU Go Ranch. Today we have a great episode planned for you. We are headed to an auction where we are going to auction off some of our rabbits that my son and daughters raise, as well as maybe look at purchasing a couple bred cows. So stick around here and we'll see if we bring anything back to the farm. So it turns out, filming livestock, paying attention to bids that my kids are trying to buy and raise their hands, talking to people, a little harder than it looks, and trying to get it all videotaped. So who knew? Well, if you're wondering why this part of the video suddenly looks like a slideshow, no, your screen isn't frozen. Long story short, I lost part of the live animal auction footage. The video said it was corrupted, so I had to adjust plans here. This is our first time up at the Sullivan auction, and according to some of the regulars, that this was their largest crowd ever, and it was a pretty awesome event that they put on. Lots of livestock coming through the auction ring, and so it was kind of exciting to see. What I am able to do is throw up the 2 Mile Commission Sullivan auction market report for you guys to see if you're curious what animal prices were going. This is obviously January of 2026. Feel free to pause and look at the particular animals that you might be interested in. One thing I've really seen is that the price of cattle, especially bottle-fed cattle, is going to the moon. We're seeing upwards of $1,200 for an unregistered bottle calf, which this blows me away. So we ended up selling our 7 rabbits. We had some Californians as well as some lion heads, and on average they went for about $13 a head, which was pretty decent. We were pretty happy with those prices. So these are left over from last year's 4-H meat pens. Thanks for sticking with us through these technical difficulties, Farm Edition. And if you enjoy this real side of ag life, make sure you subscribe and follow along, because next time I might actually get all the footage for you guys to see. We're going to jump back into the video of us arriving back to the farm, so stay tuned here. So last night we got back from the auction barn, and we got back pretty late, so I'm up here in this morning and kind of show you what we got here. So let me flip the camera around, and we picked up a few cattle here. Let me get the camera to zoom in here. We got 3 that we picked up at the auction, 2 Mile Commission. Cows are going for quite a bit nowadays, so we ended up getting 2, 1 steer and 1 heifer, and then Angus, and then over there we got a High Park heifer. But yeah, prices are just through the roof nowadays. So if you're in the cattle market, you know what I'm talking about. We were seeing prices go for, for bottle calves going for $1,200, which is outrageous in my opinion. I don't know how people can pencil that out. We sure couldn't pencil it out, but we got home late last night. I put them in these holding pens. We don't introduce them for at least 10-15 days to our herd, and so I'll get them down some hay to get them out of the mud here, or get them some straw to get out of the mud here. But just wanted to show you a few pictures of these guys. But yeah, and I'll kind of show you a little bit what else we got at the auction. So this is part 1, so stay tuned for part 2, okay? So part 2 here, over in the sheep pen and goats, you'll hear them being awful loud. But not this girl in front of me here, but this ram is new to the farm. We picked him up from a neighboring farm. And then this little white lamb we got from that same auction we got those cattle from. So yeah, we got this white Katahdin ram lamb from the same auction we got those cattle from. And then if we go over here and show you guys the goats, we got the goat that's running away there, that girl right there. We picked her up from the auction as well. So we went and got her and the sheep tested first thing this morning, And since the parasite load was extremely low, we went and then introduced her and got her out of the pen so she had shelter knowing that it was raining. So overall, we were really happy with 2 Mile Commission Company in Sullivan, Illinois. We were impressed with the quality and how smooth everything ran from start to finish with that many people, that many animals, standing room only. But you could tell they take pride in what they do and the livestock that goes through their barn. While I went up there to sell some rabbits and buy some cattle, I think the ram, lamb, as well as our new Boer goat will also be a good addition to the barn. I think next time we'll leave the kids at home though, because I think their influence is why we ended up with the trailer full. While this video isn't sponsored, we just want to give 2 Mile Commission a shout out. So whether you're buying, selling, or just learning, it's definitely worth the trip, and we really enjoyed ourselves. Thanks for following along with us today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more videos and more livestock content. See you on the next one.